Hello and welcome, my dear students, to my channel Mathematics Made Easy. This is Mr. Chika with yet another video on my channel for grade 10 elite on their special last minute request. So here I am with you for exam coverage free response question, helping you to understand the questions 30 to 36 given on page 107 of your math book. And in today's session, we will be working on learning objective 17, where you divide polynomials by using long division. So let's get started with this video, and I request you to watch the video till the end. Give it a thumbs up if you found it useful, and please share with all your friends who are giving their exam tomorrow so that it will also benefit them. Okay, so let's now solve this question. As requested, I will be doing the complete solution for question 30. Pay attention how I do it and what the question is asking. So Bina, this girl, has n plus 1 numbers. So what are the total numbers? N plus 1. Okay, she needs to find the average. So what is the formula for finding average? The formula is you add all the numbers, you take their sum. So sum of all the numbers, and then you divide it by the total numbers. So we need to find the average. This is what we need to find. So definitely we have to do division. So we will be using long division. Alternatively, you can also do synthetic division. I have video on my channel from last year which explains you the method of synthetic division. So you can go ahead and watch it. I will pin it in the comment section. Okay, so let's find the average. So for the finding the average, we need the sum of all numbers and we need total of the numbers and we need to divide them. Now total numbers is already given. So the denominator you have already n plus 1. Now what you need is the numerator, means you need to sum all the numbers. You need to add them. So how many total numbers are there? Total numbers are n plus 1 and two of the numbers are given to you. How much? The first number is n cube. The second number is 2. Okay, and how many are then left? Two numbers you already took out. So from n plus 1, remaining n minus 1 numbers which are left. So how do you get this n minus 1? See, total is n plus 1. From this you take out these two numbers. So how many are left? N minus 1. So the remaining n minus 1 numbers are all equal to 1. So the remaining numbers, can I say their sum will be n minus 1? Because even if you multiply 1 that many times, you will still get the same thing. So we have all the numbers now. Let's add them to get the sum. So this plus this plus this means n cube plus 2 plus n minus 1. So the numerator, which is the sum of all the numbers after addition, becomes n cube plus 2 plus n minus 1. So you can just combine it and this comes out to be n cube plus n plus 1 divided by n plus 1. So to get the final answer for the average now, we will just divide the two numbers, use the method of long division, get our question, get our remainder, and give the final answer. Okay. So now let's find the question. So inside n cube plus n plus 1, outside n plus 1. So what should you multiply with n to get n cube? N square. N cube, and then this also gives you a plus n square. Now subtract both the sides, cancel these common terms, you are left with minus n square plus n plus 1. This minus n square does not have any like term, so I'm putting it in this order. This is standard form where you write the bigger power first and then the number in the end. So what should you multiply with n to get n square? Minus n. But you get minus n square minus n, and then you cancel the term. So you are left with the remainder, as this also cancels. So the remainder is just change the sign, so minus 1. Okay. So what is your question? N square minus n and then plus 2. Okay. So you can continue the division and give your final answer as the average. That is what you had to find. That is your question after the division. So this is n square minus n plus 2. Okay, so this is what you get after your division. So in today's session, we'll be working on the following questions. So out of all of these, I will be solving two for you. So question 30 and 32 I will solve for you, and question 31 and 32 can be solved in a very similar manner. So let's start with these questions, and we'll begin with question 30 now. Let's solve question 32 now. So we are going to use a long division method for this question. As you see, you are given the polynomial that you need to divide, and you are going to divide it with this divisor. You need to find the question qx, the remainder rx, and the dividend dx. Let's solve using long division method. So for that, you are going to write them in a particular way. Inside comes the big one, which is the numerator. I just copied from the question. And when you write this, make sure it is in standard form. That means it is in decreasing powers. Then outside, I write the denominator, which is 2x plus 4. And now we are going to divide using long division one by one, get our remainder, quotient, and so on. So I will teach you the method. Please see how it works. So from 2x, we have to go to 6x to the power 4. That means I need to multiply 2 with 3 to get 6, and x to the power 1 with x to the power 3 to get x to the power 4. So this is one term of the question that comes. So let's multiply. 2 multiply with 3 is 6, x with x 3 is x to the power 4. Now I will also multiply with this 4. So 4 multiply with 3 will give you 12, and there's x cube. And I write this below, make this thing and change the sign. So now I'm going to subtract, same sign, put the new sign here, cancel these two terms, and what I'm left with are these two. So 2 minus 12 is minus 10 x cube, and then I copy the next term, which is minus 16 x square. Now let's see what we are going to multiply next. So from 2x, we have to go to minus 10x cube. That means we have to multiply now this time with 5, and also we need negative sign, so it has to be minus 5. So 2 multiplied with 5 will give you minus 10. From x, we need to move to x cube, so I will multiply with x square. So we get this term. Let's multiply this with 4 also. So 5 4s are 20 minus 20 x square. I put this line and I subtract. Now when I subtract, I change sign, so negative becomes positive, negative becomes positive. This term cancels, and 20 minus 16 is going to give you 4x square. Let's copy the next term. Next term is plus 24x. Now I should multiply 2x with 2x again to get the 4x square. So I write it now here. And then 4 multiplied with 2 will give you 8. So let's copy the next term. Again, we follow the same method. Now you must have understood the pattern. Subtract, cancel, and what we get here is 16x. Okay, so 24 minus 8 is 16. And I also copy plus 32. Now last step, what should you multiply with 2x to get 16? Definitely you multiply with 8, and then you subtract, and now it's 8 with 4 multiplied 32. So perfect thing. When you now subtract, the remainder will come out to be 0. So we are done with the long division. We stop and the remainder is 0. So we've got our quotient and we've got our remainder. So your qx, which is your quotient, what you get on the top, the answer is 3x cube minus 5x square plus 2x plus 8, and your rx, which is your remainder, is 0 definitely here. So because the remainder is 0, this term becomes 0. So we can write this thing, the question, as the final answer would be only the question, because rx is 0. So this term goes, the final answer is qx. So 3x cube minus 5 square plus 2x plus. So that completes your long division method. I hope you understood how to do it. So here on the screen, I have provided you the answer key for question 30 to 33. Please check your answer, and I hope all of you got the correct answers. Let's now solve question 34. I will be doing part A. Part B is very easy. You will be getting the answer key towards the end of this video. So make sure you follow and you watch the video till the end so that you can check your answer. So let's do A part. Here you need to rewrite this big expression as this thing. using long division. So basically you need to divide these two, show the long division, and get your values of qx, the quotient, rx, the remainder, and gx, the dividend. So let's do it. So we are dividing this big one, which is in the numerator, so I write it inside. This is the long division method we are doing. So always you follow this method to put it in these kind of uh, brackets, and then outside you are dividing with 2x plus 3, so you put 2x plus 3. Okay, now let's start the division so that we can get the values of the question, the remainder, and gx. Let's do it. So we need to multiply 2x with something that gives us 2x to the power 5. So 2 is already there. We just need x1 to be converted to x4. So what should come? X to the power 4, definitely, because x to the power 1 multiplied with x to the power 4 will give you x to the power 5. So this is one term in the question that will surely come. So let's write it. So 2x5. How do we get this? 2 multiplied with 2x multiplied with x to the power 4 gives you this. But then this x to the power 4 will also multiply with 3. So what will it give? Plus 3x to the power 4. Now I write this below this because these are like terms, both have x to the power 4. Now we are going to subtract the two, and when I subtract, sign changes. The new sign is in the circles as written. So plus and minus will cancel. This is gone. Minus 7 minus 3 will give you minus 10x to the power 4. Let's copy the next term. Minus 15x cubed. Now let's find the next term here. So from 2x, what should I multiply to get minus 10x to the power 4? Definitely negative sign will come now because we want negative, and 2 should be multiplied with 5 to get 10. So 5 will come, and x to the power 1 gets converted to x to the power 4. So x to the power 3. Okay, so let's multiply. So what I get? Minus 10x4, and I also multiply this minus 5x cube with 3. So 3 with 5 is 15x cube. Now I do the same thing. I subtract, I change sign, so the new sign is positive. Here also it is positive. This is cancelled, and we are left with 0 here. This also cancels, right? So all of this is gone. The next term which will now come is 2x square plus 3x. Now to convert 2x to 2x square, I definitely need one more x, so I do that. Simplify, and this comes out to be 2x square plus 3x. Again, these cancel on changing the sign, both are gone, colors, and I'm just left with the remainder, which is 6. Now I stop the division. So we have got our answer, our question, or our better in a small, this is the notation for question. So let me write it in this way. So this is the number on the top. So this variable is x to the power 4 minus 5x cube plus x. This is your qx. Now we need rx, which is your remainder. So remainder is the one which is left at the bottom. So it is this number 6. So your rx value is 6. And then you also need your gx. Gx value is the one with which you are dividing. So gx was 2x plus 3. So yes, that completes our answer. We had to identify qx, rx, and gx in the first part. We've done that. And the second part I will quickly explain to you, otherwise the video is becoming very long. So in this one, how can you check your work using the expressions? So just the hint is multiply these two. Use the division algorithm basically. So for part B, multiply, the hint is multiply qx and gx and then add rx. So division algorithm will apply, and what you will get is the original dividend, means this part. So that will check your answer, and that will tell you that yes, you have done correct long division. Okay, so let's solve question 35 together. For this, we will use the division algorithm. Now, what is the division algorithm? Let me explain you. So the division algorithm is used to find the dividend. And if you see in this question, we have to find the dividend. So the dividend is given by fx here. So the formula for division algorithm is that dividend is equal to divisor multiplied with your quotient, and to that you add your remainder. Okay, so please learn this formula so that it will help you for solving the questions. So now we need to identify what is the dividend. Dividend is given to be fx, so I will replace dividend with fx. Divisor is the expression by which we are dividing. So when a polynomial is divided by this, so that means this is my divisor. This one is my quotient, already it is mentioned, and the remainder is here. So we have got all the values. Let's plug in. So divisor, I'm putting 4x minus 6. Quotient, I'm putting 2x square plus x plus 1. And to that, I'm adding the remainder, which is negative. So it's minus 4 here. And this is how, once you simplify all of this, you will be getting your dividend, which is your answer, the fx. Okay, so let's see. Now this is nothing but multiplication. So when we multiply, we use distributive law. Let's break this into two parts. So I write it in this way, 4x and minus 6, and this term is common, so I write it twice. Okay, and now we have to apply the distributive property or the distributive rule. So let's do that multiplication term by term. When I distribute, I write these brackets. I write these arrows so that you know that you're not missing out on any term. So let's multiply 4x with the first term, 2x square. 4 with 2 is 8. x1 with x2 is x3. The power gets added. Okay, remember. Similarly, 4 with 1 is 4, x1 with x1 is x2, so 1 plus 1 power gets added. Plus 1, so it is the same term. Okay, I hope it is clear how I multiplied. Let's do similarly the distributive property or the distributive law for multiplication in this bracket. So 6 with 2 is 12, 6 with x square is x square only, minus 6 multiplied with x is minus 6x, and minus 6 with 1 is the same number, and I also have minus 4. Now we need to add the powers, combine the like terms. So number will be combined with number, variable will be combined with variable. So let's see the next step. So this is 8x cube plus 4x square. Now I can combine 4x square with minus 12x square. They have the same variable part, so they can be combined. Let's put them in bracket together. And then 4x can be combined with minus 6x. That's the like term. I put it together, and the number minus 6 minus 10 will give you minus 4 will give you minus 10. So I will just combine. Now the final answer is 8x cube. Subtract 4 minus 12, that's minus 8. X square, 4x minus 6x is minus 2x minus 10. So this is your dividend or your fx that you had to find in this question. So what did we do? We found the dividend, we found the answer using the division algorithm. So I would urge you to remember this formula, that dividend is equal to divisor multiplied with quotient plus remainder. So even if they change the values, they change the numbers, they change the variables, you will still get the correct answer if you understand this method well. That completes answer 35. So as promised, now we have come to the end of the video. So I provide you the answer key for question 34, 35 and 36. This is how you can check your answers, and I hope this video helped you for preparing for tomorrow's exam. Thank you for watching the video, and if it was useful for you, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. Until then, this is Ms. Ruchika signing off from today's session, wishing you all the best for tomorrow's math exam. Bye-bye.